Chew. Ever wonder if Mufasa, the wise and beloved king, was actually the perfect ruler? We all remember him as the ideal father and king, but what if his shining legacy cast a shadow so dark it created one of Disney's greatest villains? Let us dive deep into the Pride Lands and explore how Mufasa's reign might have unintentionally paved the way for Scar's tyranny. From the very beginning of The Lion King, we see Mufasa on Pride Rock, presenting his newborn son Simba to the kingdom. It's a glorious, sun-drenched moment. But where is Mufasa's brother, Scar? He's sulking in the shadows, complaining about missing the ceremony. Mufasa confronts him, and their conversation is revealing. Mufasa is all about duty, tradition, and the circle of life. Scar, on the other hand, feels overlooked, and he's not wrong. As the second-born, he was once the heir, but Simba's birth pushed him permanently out of the line of succession. Think about it from Scar's perspective. In a monarchy, the firstborn gets everything: the power, the respect, the kingdom. The second-born gets, well, nothing. Mufasa tells Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. But for Scar, his world was the shadows. He was named Taka at birth, which means dirt or trash in Swahili. Can you imagine the psychological impact of a name like that? It's no wonder he felt like an outcast from day one. He later renamed himself Scar after an incident, forever wearing his pain on the outside. Mufasa wasn't intentionally cruel. His focus was entirely on preparing Simba for the throne. He taught Simba about the balance of nature, the responsibilities of a king, and the great kings of the past. These are all noble lessons, but where was the mentorship for Scar? Was there a role for him in the kingdom besides being the spare? It doesn't seem like it. 2. He was left to his own devices, his intelligence and ambition curdling into resentment. He'd make a very handsome throw rug, while seemingly playful. Reveals a casual disregard for his brother's position and feelings. This is where the tragedy truly begins. Scar, feeling powerless and invisible, found his own purpose: to take the throne by any means necessary. She didn't have the brawn to challenge Mufasa directly, so he used his brain. He allied himself with the hyenas, another group marginalized and banished by Mufasa to the elephant graveyard. Mufasa's black and white view of the world: lions are good. Hyenas are bad. Create a ready-made army for his disgruntled brother. He gave them what Mufasa never would: inclusion. Then comes the pivotal moment, the stampede. Scar's plan was diabolical, preying on both Mufasa's love for Simba and his sense of duty. He lures Simba into the gorge and orchestrates the wildebeest stampede. And in his moment of vulnerability, hanging from the cliff edge, he reaches out to his brother for help. "Brother, help me!" he pleads. It's the culmination of a lifetime of jealousy, neglect, and bitterness. Mufasa's legacy of light was extinguished by the very shadow it created. With Mufasa gone, Scar manipulates the grief-stricken and guilt-ridden Simba into running away. Run away, Simba. Run away and never return. It tells the pride that both Mufasa and Simba are dead, and with the throne now empty, he steps up to rule. And what kind of king is he? He's the anti-Mufasa. He breaks the circle of life, allowing the hyenas to overhunt, and the once-lush Pride Lands wither and die under his reign. His rule is a dark reflection of Mufasa's, where Mufasa's kingdom thrived on balance. Scar's collapsed from greed and imbalance. This shows us that Scar wasn't just evil for the sake of being evil. He was a product of his environment, a consequence of a system that had no place for him. Mufasa upheld a tradition that celebrated one son while casting the other aside. His failure wasn't in his kingship, but in his brotherhood. He never saw Scar as an equal or tried to integrate him into his vision for the kingdom. He saw a problem, a sulking younger brother, not a potential ally. Years later, when the prodigal son Simba returns, he's a changed lion. His time in Hakuna Matata with Timon and Pumbaa taught him to shirk responsibility. It's Rafiki and Nala who have to remind him of who he is, Mufasa's son. The final confrontation between Simba and Scar is not just a fight for the throne. It's a battle of legacies. Simba confronts Scar about his father's death, and the truth is revealed. The pride turns against Scar, but it's his own allies, the hyenas he betrayed, who ultimately seal his fate. In the end, Simba takes his rightful place as king. He restores balance to the Pride Lands, and the circle of life continues. But the story serves as a powerful cautionary tale. Mufasa's reign, while golden, was flawed. His inability to see beyond tradition and primogeniture created the monster that destroyed him. It shows that even the best leaders can have blind spots, and those blind spots can have devastating consequences. The Shadow of Mufasa is a reminder that a legacy isn't just about the light you create, but also about the darkness you might leave behind. So, was Mufasa a good king? Yes, but perhaps not a perfect one. His story, and Scar's, is a complex drama about family, power, and the unintended consequences of our actions. It teaches us that true leadership requires not just strength and wisdom, but also empathy and inclusion for everyone, even those who live in the shadows. What do you think? Was Mufasa responsible for Scar's turn to villainy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Pride Lands, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.